All right, hey everybody. So what we have here is a Mossberg 600, very similar to the Mossberg 500. We're gonna go ahead and disassemble this for you. It's pretty easy. So first things first, we're gonna check to make sure that there's no ammunition in the chamber, and we are good. So the weapon is safe to work on. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove this barrel here. And you just do that by turning that counterclockwise. It does help to leave your breech open about halfway or so. Kind of aids in getting the barrel off there. So next thing is we're gonna take our fire control group out, and that's just held in by this pin right here. Push that right through, and then that's gonna lift right out. If you don't know how this all goes back together, we'll do an assembly video, but it's always good to take pictures and notes of how stuff's oriented and everything. So I've taken this apart a few times, so I'm pretty comfortable with how it goes back together. But anyway, you'll have your couple of bars here that go in on the side of your receiver. And then to get your innards out here, you're gonna wanna move your action up here a little bit, like that. That's gonna come right out from there. And your bolt's gonna come out that way. Now you're gonna want to get your elevator here out, and all you do there is you just squeeze the two arms together. There's holes in the receiver to help retain that. You just squeeze the arms together, and it lifts right out. And then next will be the magazine tube, so which is this piece here, and that's just counterclockwise. You're going to turn that. Okay, now careful because there's a spring in there, so when it gets towards the end, just want to make sure you kind of hold on to that. Then your fore end comes off, and then you're going to have your little spring retainer for your magazine spring. And that's that. To get the fore end off, you have a kind of a retaining nut here that uses a spanner wrench. You can make one. I'm sure you'd probably be able to find one online. But that obviously unscrews, and then this whole thing comes off, you know, if you wanted to replace the wood or whatever. Anyway, but that comes out like that. So anyway, also your buttstock, you take your butt plate off. There's just a couple Phillip head screws, and there's a flat head up inside, and yeah, that just unscrews, and then your buttstock's off. So all right, so we'll be back with an assembly video. Okay, so I just remembered I was going to do an assembly video. So we got our magazine tube back on. That's pretty simple. You saw how I took it off. It goes on in the reverse order. So now we're going to start to get the innards back together here. So we'll go ahead and get this, and we'll squeeze its legs together and get those in their hole. And we'll set that like that. Now there's a groove here on your bolt, and this thing's gonna ride in it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that little piece. So just get that lined up. The bolt's gonna go in from the front. And it should be pretty easy to get that lined up. It's not terrible. Now you're going to want to push in here. That down. Sometimes your action bars will get in the way of this getting pushed down, but you're going to want to push that down. Bring your bolt about midway along with your action bars here. So it looks like this. And you got some notches and you got cut out here. And the action bars are going to sit right in. And then this piece hooks into here. So it takes a little bit of finagling. It's not too bad. It's just kind of moving the bolt, making sure those action bars are going home where they should, and them notches. And sometimes, and you'll hear it kind of click in. And then you're going to go ahead, move that forward, like so, kind of hold everything in place while you'll put these back in here. Now, like I said, it's really only going one way. One has a little nipple that sits right into this hole, and the other one goes on the other side. You can't really put them in wrong. I mean, I suppose you could, but you'd be forcing stuff, and that's typically, when you're forcing things, it's just not how they go. So, and then what I like to do is kind of just keep my fingers like that to hold those in there because they're loose. As you can see, it's not falling out. And then we go ahead and we put our fire control group back in. I want to go in first. There's little notches here that set into this. And then, like I said, it's like that. Once you get that in, you can go ahead and take that good and get your pin back in here. Little taparoo. Okay, so there's that. Now we'll go ahead about halfway, and we'll get our barrel back on here. And screw that on. Like so. There's that. I do have to get a safety button for it. This one broke, so I gotta order that. But anyway, we'll go ahead, do our functions check. It's on safe, it's not firing. Put it on fire. Okay. Listen for reset. There it is. Put it on safe. Doesn't fire. So functions check is good. This babe's good to go. There's your assembly for Mossberg 600. Thanks for watching.